Hi team, in this video I want to talk about the chain rule for differentiation and work through a couple examples. Let's get started. Okay, so what is the chain rule? Well, the chain rule says that if you have two functions, f of x and g of x, and they're differentiable, then if you define, say, a function capital F of x as being the composition of f and g, then the derivative of capital F of x is equal to the derivative of f times the derivative of g. Okay, let's look at an example. Let's say that we have f of x being equal to cosine x squared. So we could say that f of g of x is equal to cosine g of x. And we could say that g of x is equal to x squared. So the derivative of f with respect to g of x is f dash g of x, and that would be equal to minus sine g of x. And the derivative of g with respect to x, g dash x, is equal to 2x. So the derivative of this function here could be written as f dash x is equal to the derivative of f with respect to g of x, f dash g of x, times the derivative of g with respect to x. So we could take these equations and substitute them into this one here and write it out as minus sine x squared times 2x, which we could then write as minus 2x sine x squared, which is the derivative for this problem. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's say that we have f of x being equal to 10 times x minus 20 raised to the power of 1 over 2. So we could say that f of g of x is equal to g of x raised to the power 1 over 2. And we could say that g of x is equal to 10x minus 20. So the derivative of f with respect to g of x is going to be f dash gx, and that's going to be equal to half times g of x raised to the power of minus 1 over 2. The derivative of g with respect to x, g dash x, is just equal to 10. So the derivative of this function can be written out as f dash x equal to f dash g of x times g dash x. So we could take these equations and substitute them into this equation here. So that would become 1 over 2, 10x minus 20 raised to the power negative 1 over 2 times 10. And this could be written as 5 times 10x minus 20 raised to the power minus 1 over 2. So this is the derivative of this equation. So in this video, I've talked about the chain rule for differentiation and worked through a couple examples. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.